take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Titans. Greg Joseph.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now.
Long attempt.
And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Nothing.
Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Yeah, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more.
The tackle made by Malik Hooker.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. You're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Jaguars are back within a score.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. This will be fielded inside the 5. A dangerous return man showing it here.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
47 is the mic. 47.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's fielded at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They'll run on first down. Williams. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
The tackle made by...
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down. It's Williams. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
A pickup of 2 yards.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10. Jaguars 7.
On first down, Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Tackle made by
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Jacksonville.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Time to go to work.
The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. try to run it in. It's Williams. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
2 yards. Brings up 4th and goal.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll run on first down. Henry. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. McDonald. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
By Kevin Byard. A gain of 2.
On 2nd down, Williams.
At the 34-yard line.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Lambeau will put this one through, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Williams. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And some room to roam now. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That good for 22 and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Jaguars 20, Titans 10. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Play action. It's McDonald. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Third down.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake.
So one quick, easy analysis.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
First and 10.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devontae Freeman, 52 yards. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jets.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean up.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McDonald. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
A 17-yard loss.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
27, Titans 10.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical.
47-yard.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman.
The 22-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
3rd down. And
the Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. The gun, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Damian Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Dancing to his left. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Good job, yo.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
It's a gain of 19. But it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Gain on the play.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 51 yards. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll go with the keeper, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
He's coming, double up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And it's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Darrington Evans on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
1st and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading.